And yes, y'all, I achieved this look with no foundation. No foundation. Period. So please subscribe and like because you're supporting me and I love you so much and I'm so grateful. Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tiffany, and in today's video I'm going to be walking you guys through how I achieve a seamless, no foundation makeup look with affordable products. Yes, I said that. Affordable, very affordable products. This look is still going to look absolutely stunning for your Instagram pictures, so if that's your worry, drop it. I got you. And if you're interested in seeing this makeup look and the procedures on how I achieve this makeup look, please stay tuned. Do not go anywhere and let's get into the video. Okay guys, so the first step is use a hydrating serum or a hydrating primer depending on your skin type and the one that you have. So I'm going to be using a hydrating serum. This is the vitamin C serum. This is my normal skincare serum. It's hydrating and I use it on a normal day. So that's what I'm going to be using to, prep my face. I would not be using a primer because I do not have anyone that's really that affordable, but I'm definitely going to link an affordable primer and probably like put a picture up here, but if I don't, I'm going to link it in the description box. So I'm going to be using this hydrating serum. I like my product really wet, I don't know. So the next step is color correct. If you have maybe dark spots in some areas that you do not want it to show because you will not be using foundation, color correcting is very important. So here's the palette I'm going to be using for most of the face work today. It's the Vee Beauty Concealer palette and it is very affordable. I think this would be like 4,500. I don't know if it has increased because I've had it for a while now. So it's the Vee Beauty palette. Ferracucci I think is like a bit pricey, but this is affordable, and considering the fact that it has almost all the shades, it has the color correcting, it has the concealer, the bright concealer, it has the bronzer, it has almost everything that you actually need for this no foundation makeup look. So I think this is actually going to be fine. So the next step, like I said, is the color correcting. So I'm going to use my fingers to blend most parts of this makeup just because I'm not using so much products and I do not want I don't want the brush or the beauty blender to absorb the products, and I don't want to use much. So I have this dark spot here from a pimple I had recently, so I'll just put it here, just like that. Okay, so now I think I have a little bit of coverage from the dark spots. The next step I'm going to be going to is concealer. I'm going to be concealing under my eyes because I do not like this dark area here. I'm going to conceal, but I'm not going to conceal the top of my eyes because I think I just like how dark that place is, so I think that's fine for me. So I'm going to go straight into concealing. I'm going to be using this and a bit of this because I want it to match my skin tone. I don't want it too bright because it's just going to be off. Let's take a little bit of this and mix it, and then take a little bit of this and mix it. So for this part, I think I feel like using a brush. I'm just going to use like a small brush, and I just took it a little bit, and then I'm going to take it out. Then the under. This is just like the main place I want to conceal. Just like that. Then I'll dab and do the same for the other side. Then I'm also going to do the same for the tip of my nose, that's the middle of my nose, and then my forehead. My jaw, and the top of my lip as well. and then you blend. You could if you're comfortable using your fingers to blend, I mean, you can do that. Oh my god, there's too much product on my hand. If you're comfortable using your fingers to blend, you can do that. If you feel like using a beauty blender, a beauty sponge, depending on how much product you're using, you can use a beauty sponge as well. Just to illustrate, I'll use a beauty sponge for these eyes, and then I'll use a brush. I think this brush for the other side. So this is the difference. This is with brush and this is with a beauty sponge. So depends on which one you're better at or more comfortable doing. I'm going to be reverse contouring my bone line, just directly under my bone line where I'm going to contour. So I mean, it's going to be kind of lighter or not too light, so that it just like highlights that place when I put like bronzer. You get like reverse contouring like this, and then I'll do the same for the other side, just like that, and then just blend it out. Next step is going to be bronzing, just to put like color back into the face, because I think my face is just looking like a bit too bare and white. So I'm going to be bronzing these areas here, here, and my cheekbone, then just a bit of this face, and then contouring my nose. So I'll be using this shade. I'm going to be using this shade because it's like 2 shades darker than me. I would advise to use, when you're not using foundation, use just a shade lighter for the concealer, the bright concealer, and then maybe 1 or 2 shades darker for the bronzer, depending on how much you like your face snatched. So just use my fingers to, you know, apply the product. As you can see, it's not exactly my skin tone, but then it's like 1 shade. I think this is just like 1 shade darker, not 2 shades. And then I'll be using a brush to, you know, contour my nose. And then you just make sure it's like blended. I like this my eyelid like kind of dark. I feel like it gives this, I don't know why it makes me feel so good. No, but you guys see, there's just something about having that dark, like on your brow bone, having that bit. I don't know, it gets snatched. Now it would be more advisable to actually use a brush, because I think I'm liking the way it looks when I'm using a brush, because you already have product on your face and you don't want your hand to, you know, lift up the product. So using like a small brush that would not consume, like take much of your product, is advisable. Because if I use this brush, it's going to work, but I'm going to have to use more product. But then this other brush is kind of like smaller, so it helps the blending just go smoothly. So after this step, I'm going to be setting my face with a little bit of setting powder, not too much at all, because if you make it too much, you remove the whole dewy, you know, the dewy nature, you're going to remove it. So just set it with a little bit of powder. Oh, sorry. So I'm going to be using this, I think this is Elsas, Elsas, I don't even know the name of this, but it's also not that expensive. It's affordable. This setting powder is already doing the most in making my makeup look matte, which is not what I want. So make sure when you're doing yours, you're making it really small. Put it in here, not too much. Same thing here as well. I always do my blush and I can't put cream over powder, so I'm going to be using this blush palette. This blush, I don't know, it's so old, I don't even know the name. I'm going to find it out and then link it in the description box. So I'm just going to be using a little because I don't want it to even be that much. The next step is filling your brows. So this is a brown pencil, but this is in color 18, and the color I actually use is 003, number 003, but this is number 18, and I usually use number 3. But you can get this is just 200 naira. But then I'm going to be using this is a bit pricey. I think this is like 25 or 3,000 if I'm precise. So I'm just going to be filling my brows. So the next step is your lip. And then I'm going to add lip gloss. You can add any pink stain of your choice. This is what they call this thing, I don't know, it's called Absolute Lip Gloss, and it's 200 naira, and it really gives this nice, I don't know, I like that it's so thick, so it doesn't wipe off that easily. Just rub it in and you're good to go. I'm going to be using this mascara instead of Serum. The second to the last step is your bronzer, maybe highlighter, whichever one. So for me, this is the cheapest. This is Jordana. This is a bronzer. It's a bronzer, but then I kind of like this is just an eyeshadow, and it's actually really cheap. But I just like, okay, this is a Maybelline product. It's a Maybelline product, supposed to be a gold eyeshadow, but for some reason I like what it gives me compared to this. I'm going to do the both of them on different sides, but I'm going to mix them at the end of the day. I just want you to see the difference. So this is Jordana. I'll take a little bit of it and apply it here. Then this is the Maybelline products. Right now they're looking at almost the same thing, but it's like, I don't know, this one just gives me really gold, but I don't know, today this is looking as if it's more chic and clean. You guys, just look for a nice, but our advice that you get, this Jordana is not bad at all. It's nice. Same thing with the Maybelline. And then you're definitely going to have to highlight your nose, your forehead, your jaw, the upper part of your lip. Then I also like to highlight my brow bone, like my brow bone here. Okay, so guys, you just leave that. I'm going to have to keep going with this. And then the last but not the least, this last step is setting spray. This is Kiss Beauty. Kiss Beauty is like 2.5. It's not that expensive at all. So you just spray it. I'm just going to spray it in my face. If you got to this point of the video, thank you so much. I appreciate you and I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Please do well to subscribe, like, comment, and turn on your post notification bell so that you will not miss a video when I post.